What is going on, everyone? Commodore Lads here today, bringing to you guys a double live reaction of Kingdom manga chapter 640 and 641. Now, 641 just come out. I was gonna wait until at least this week to do a double for Kingdom, just have because Golden Week and all that kind of stuff. And this is gonna be one of the most interesting doubles I'm gonna do for a long time because. For those of you guys who are unaware of the news, I'll leave the link down in the description below afterwards, but Kingdom is going to be going on a 1 month hiatus after I read these chapters until I believe June 4th. So for the next month, we're going to have no chapters to read. And of course, there's always a reason behind it and everything. And when I learned what the reason was, for the last couple of days, I've just been kind of thinking about it and stuff here and there, and just it just kind of hit me that once I get to read these chapters, the Western Zhao Invasion arc that I've been covering since the start of my channel, back in like early 2017, this is gonna come to an end. And it had me thinking so much, man, because going back then, I barely had anything. I was fresh on the block when I started this channel. And to see that from 504 when I covered it to 640 where we are now, that we're a little over being a 6,000 man commander, it's kind of crazy, man. Never thought I would get here as far as I thought, but we made it, man. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting me, from the first video I ever did, which was Kingdom, up until this point, whether it been the doubles, whether it been the small hiatus, before we got to the Shin and Hoken greatness afterwards. There's been a lot of highs, been a lot of lows, but I will say this, man, I would not trade the experience of reading this series weekly or just being a part of this, community and everything for anything, man. So thank you just in general for supporting me through the highs and lows when it came to, this arc. In general, man, just so many fond memories. And I also been thinking about this emotionally too as well, because obviously when it comes to the end of this arc, you have to think a certain event has to happen. Normally what happens, with in terms of the big arcs and all that. And I said to myself, man, if it happens, I cannot control the emotions inside of me, man, because I've been waiting nearly 3 years to see whether or not it's going to happen. And I would have to read to find out if it's going to happen. But I'm just telling you now, as a forewarning, if it does, a grown man's going to be shedding tears for something that he has been waiting a long time to see. And if it happens now, if it happens when we come back from the hiatus, then whatever happens. But for me to find out, I got to read the chapter. I gotta know now the fact that Toe is back, Big Lip Sama's number one retainer is here, signaling the end of this arc. Without further ado, let's get into it, man. If it's the last chapters I get to read for a month, I need these to go in. So let's get started. Volume 59, chapter 640, Nation's Keystone. Okay, let's get into it, man. All right. So starting off right off the bat, we get all the leaders and everything. So Tojo over here, Yan, that's Ordo, which it's been so long since the whole stuff with Shiva show and everything. Gohome, of course. I think that's the guy here from Han. That has to be from Han, because obviously we don't see Kara and everything there, and of course Oken. The shocking news would instantly spread throughout the various states. At long last, Gyu has fallen. Chapter 640, Nations Keystone. This, man, if these war arcs or just post arc stuff, man, it's gotta go crazy, please. Yeah, then we see here, bro. Oh my god. Yo, this woman is truly sick in the head, bro. She has this dude traveling as a sex doll. Oh my god, bro. What a goat. True Royal, capital A. And I guess, they changed the name probably for it, maybe, no? Because there's a translation, Akaying. So I guess, no, that's the name in Chinese, but they're going with the name Abe. I think it was a different name before. It could be wrong. You have got to be kidding me. I mean, she was hoping that if it was Mobile that went, oh, you know what, we'll keep going. Because in my mind, she's probably thinking if Mobile had went, I could have just gone and run through Chin. Since she had that whole force and everything. Unbelievable. How could you have lost? I'm amazed your prediction was off the mark. Got inside. He's like, what was that, Bobby? You? And she's poured like a candle wax on the guy. Yeah, she has like turned into a unicorn girl. That's crazy. I told you, all Zhao needed to do was send out their capital's troops, and Osun would have keeled over. This is keeled, but I think it should have been kneeled over. That's the translation that was messed up. But that dumbass king of theirs just sat on his ass doing nothing. I mean, that was the thing we've known for so long. The only reason Roboku would actually truly lose in this whole war, since he had like all the advantages, having homeland, sources, and everything, was that Tojo was going to be its downfall. So really makes you think, man, if Tojo wasn't in the way, this would probably be a far different war than we had anticipated. Like, yes, ma'am, that's right. You weren't wrong at all. It's that stupid Zhao King. Hi. That being said, so Osun actually managed to outsmart Ryoboku. The Chi King was an issue too. Wait, the Ki King was an issue too. Had Ki not sent them any food, they would have started to. Yo, the end, bro. I've been waiting to see this man for a long time. Bro, ever since them chapters when he revealed about Karin's whole past and stuff, and I still, again, I understand this is supposed to be based on Chinese history, but if I could have my own interpretation of what could, be and stuff, I've always been a big supporter of the idea that Karin and Kanki might have ties and are related and stuff. And if you ever seen, the old Brago stream I did like way back with them talking about the idea and everything, then search that up in the annals of YouTube history. But man, this is grave news indeed, Karin. With Chin's blade now poised so close to Kantan's throat, all it would take is one false move to topple the powerful state of Zhao. Should they fall, the dynamics of the powers on the board would greatly shift. It's still too early to panic. Zhao will be in hot water only when Gyu is able to link up with the rest of Chin's territory. Link up with Chin will be able to set up Gyu as a staging point for all further attacks. Only then Zhao will really be in trouble. But Katan should be aware of this as well, and especially Ryoboku. Okay. Shosuiju. Baggio, man. Hold on. Banyu, should I say. It's been so long since I remember homie's name, but you know what? Regardless. Report. The Qin army of 40,000 from Wei have finished crossing the Yellow River and are making for us now. Yo, they're... Oh my god, so they're all gonna start jumping them now. Off the strength that... Just essentially that they've... Because of what the situation is right now, man, everyone's just gonna be gunning straight for Zhao. And taking whatever territories they got left. So he's coming. It has to be Gohomei. No, I'm an idiot. Because Tall, of course, was coming in last chapter and everything. So he has to go through recipe, of course. Nah, Toll's gonna wax them, man. I don't care if you should sweet you, bro. Like, nah, you gonna get waxed. Right? You won't get waxed. So 40,000 against our 30,000. And they have Toll at the helm. Can we hold? If that were all we needed to deal with, then yes. If that were all. The problem is Gyu. No, it's Kocho. No, it's Kocho. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's Kocho. Because again, these dudes, some of them have like the similar look and everything, man. That's not on me, man. Some of these guys have some looks to them that are almost similar. I have to remember because he has the freaking little like the dots and stuff on his head imbued on him. So yeah, that's Kocho. If Gyu sends out an army, will be caught fighting on two battle fronts, and you see right there afterwards, Osun army were there at Gyu. Yeah, because it's like because again, if nothing happens on Kantan's side with Tojo and everything, they literally can just pincer them and attack them from afterwards. So yeah, there's no way you can let that happen. A battle that our army is ill-equipped to deal with. However, I am confident Ryoboku Dono is aware of this fact as well, and our northern army should already be on their way to our aid. We simply need to hold out until they relieve us. Things would be a lot easier if the capital simply mobilized its army instead. No point complaining about that, Shun Suiju. If Katan's army were so easily mustered, we wouldn't be in the situation to begin with. Our king is not even worth the shit beneath my boots. So even he, the deity, the demon of the deity, man, he knows even then too that Tojo is not someone worth serving. But it makes you wonder to the same time, is that did they know that fact? Why did they do a coup d'etat themselves and get this dude out of here, man? Like, that's the only thing I can see. Like, unless that were to happen, man, like, that's I don't know. Riboku should have known that from before. But again, I guess his loyalty to Zhao was just like way too deep. It is none other than Riboku who is the keystone of Zhao that holds everything up. Okay, so name drop of the chapter, of course. Nation's keystone. We can rest easy in trusting our backs in the courts, scheming to him. We only need deal with the threat ahead of us. Have the men assume positions. It is time we greeted To Shun Suiju. Yes, sir. Gyu. Yo! Oh my god, bro. I thought for a sec we going backwards for a minute. No. The man's having a dream. He's having a dream. He has to be having a dream. Okay, so he's like dreaming, and then afterwards you see what looks like Hoken's supposed to jump him, and then Kyokai comes in. It's like, run, save yourself, Kyokai. It's okay. What? Yeah, and then, of course, that's a dream. That is a dream. He wakes up and he sees right there in front of Kyokai's bed. Of course, but what was, I don't know, man. He had the guy like freaking out for no reason because he thought he was gonna lose his girl and stuff, but no. But of course, so Kyokai looks like she's now finally better after what has to have been some days, at least. It's like, Kyokai. I was like, huh? And she's like looking like, what's wrong with you? like, what the? I think I came to check up on you, but ended up falling asleep too. Then I had this bad dream, but what was it about again? I think I had the same dream as you. I think it's because you're carrying a small amount of my chi now. I don't really get it either. Kyokai, did you do something when you saved me before? Some really crazy, reckless thing? Or at least that's what Bihei told me. Isn't that why you've been sleeping for so long? Usually you'd be up and about, just... Not really. You're lying. You're definitely hiding something. Just what the hell did you do to save... Shindana? Oh! And thought he gonna play a move, bro. And one day he thought, yo, shit about to go in, skip. Yo, he's about to do a Tokyo Ghoul read chapter 125, man. I've been like, Hara, you got to give us that at the very least. If not the ceremony, you have to give us that at least, man, for 3 years of this arc. You have to give it to us, man. Like, shouldn't know. Well, he's like, huh? Pardon me. When did... So none of those two, I guess it's fine too, but wait, what are you mumbling to yourself about? That might as well play a power move, bro. I'll be, hey, look, Shin's gotta get that dub at the very least, man. So what is it? You were saying something? That's right. It's General Aku. General Aku? General Aku who died from getting caught between Gyoun and Bananji. Oh, he did though? Mako, I know we saw he got blitzed, but Aku, it wasn't really like he was near death's door. He died? No, he didn't die, but he was in a coma for the longest time. But now, he should have been dead personally, just for the odd. But it's like, what's all that cheering? Just come and you'll see. I'm gonna duck out for a second. We'll pick up where we left off after. So, what was that about General Aku? You see, he good? Really? So Mako and him were just supposed to be equals. One got blitzed by Riboku, and the other, even though he got his tail whipped in with Gyoun and Bananji and all that. Interesting. So he can interesting. So he survives the coma. I guess. Okay. So I guess Olsen gets to keep one of his main retainers at the very least. General Aku is back now back in fighting shape, and he has been sent out from Gyu at the head of an army. It's like, what? Yeah, that's kind of crazy that he actually managed to survive it. It's like, get him, Captain. He spent the last 5 days recovering and gathering up men to form an army. There's a good number of men from Kanki's army in his rear guard too. And where are they headed? Of course, it's Retsubi. So yeah, the pincer attack that they're going to go from both sides is going to be going on. The news of the Aku army leaving Gyu would reach Retsubi. Just as Retsubi's defenders and To's vanguard first clashed, kill them all. Gyu has dispatched 20,000 Qin soldiers. They're coming straight for Retsubi, so 60,000 to 30,000 now at that point. Damn it, so they've already come. Have we no news from our northern armies? Well, of course, because Yotama got that in the paint, man. No, sir, we still not have report. There it is, from the northern armies, or from Roboku-sama. No, sir, it's from Bananji-sama. From Bananji-sama? Yes, sir, an urgent message from Bananji-sama. Roboku has been placed under arrest by the king's orders and thrown into Katan's prison. There are no signs of Katan making any movements to provide assistance, nor is there any evidence of our northern armies being mobilized. Because now they know that things have just went super south for them. Because had they at least gotten that stuff from Tojo, or at least from the main place in Katan, then this whole thing could flip on its head. But now it's like the hole that they were in has just gotten even deeper and deeper. And not only that, Katan intends to have Roboku-sama executed as punishment. And Shun Suiju said, I had enough. It's like, sir, what are you? And looked like he was about to break. And he goes and just breaks the floor underneath him. Does the idiocy of our king know no limits? Yo. Bro, they need something, man. Because otherwise they are screwed. But if this is the true end of the arc, then like they've just been done in by their own king. And it's like one of those things like, it's like, man, like we got the upper hand, but did we truly beat them? Tojo beat Zhao for us. When you look at it at the end of the day, man, even though we've gotten what we needed from this arc, from our side, it's like the freaking king, man, was the reason for the downfall. And Kocho, of course, taking that in. We're withdrawing. We'll pull back all of our forces to Katan. You have to think, man, they're going to have to up their own king. There's no way you can walk back in there and not take him out. General Kocho, to think back to what I said earlier, we cannot hold Retsubi while defending our backs at the same time. But if we were to retreat to Kantan, then our forces currently surrounding Ryoyu will be placed in danger, which is why we will be withdrawing everything back to Kantan. No matter what we do, the southern half of the inner Zhao will be taken by Qin. In which case, far better we conserve our fighting strength and divert all into saturating the north half in a bid to strengthen our defenses. That is our best shot at hindering Qin's advance. That's right. But most of all, we must go to rescue Roboku Dono. Should we lose him, then Zhao is finished. Bananji-sama also asks that you pull back. Roboku-sama will be saved, even if it means regicide. You have to, man. The only way you can do it. We're straight to Rogumi, bro. Listen up, man. Get to your positions. We're going with the horse cry formation. We'll show these Zhao sons of bitches what it's like to go up against the Menorokumi. Go, go, go. Hurrah! Bro, these guys just like sir, the enemy is retreating. Here they come. They're no match for... I'm told to see everything transpire. Under General Kocho's signal, the Zhao men occupying Retsubi withdrew every last man from the city before making their way towards Kantan. Go. Thus allowing the Toll army to take Retsubi with barely any fighting and secure Qin an entrance to Zhao's heartland. With Retsubi firmly under its control, the Toll army would then begin to march towards Gyu and act accordingly. The Osan army at Gyu would also dispatch men in Retsubi's direction. So you see that almost like a damn triangle going on. I got the I talk about the Triforce. I think is legitimate between Ryoyu, Retsubi, and Gyu. With thus a path connecting to Retsubi and Gyu is formed, and roughly at the same time, the Zhao forces surrounding Ryoyu also packed their tents and began their journey towards Kantan. From Ryoyu, they are packing towards Kantan. I thought they were going to make it to either Gyu or Retsubi to kind of regroup. Okay, this allowed Ryoyu to also begin sending out troops, thus establishing a triangle between Gyu, Ryoyu, and Retsubi. Inside this triangle remained ordinary Zhao citizens who had now been abandoned by their military forces. Many would leave their homes behind for safer lands up north, but a significant number of these people also chose to stay behind. Under oaths and strict orders, however, no harm came to these civilians. Before long, an entire month had passed, with Qin HQ dispatching fresh bodies like you. Portions of the original army were allowed to return. And on the third such return expedition, the Heishin unit were finally able to head home after leaving Gyu, and just as they were about to reach Retsubi. Finally, we could go back. I've been waiting so long for this. They linked somewhere there with Heki. Even though, you know what? I'll forget everything that happened with the Ryoyu and stuff with you, bro. Fine, we link up. Shin, well, if it ain't Heki, bro, they would encounter Heki and his men, who were also returning from Ryoyu. Since the two had split off the way to Shukai Plains and Ryoyu, 69 days had passed before this long-awaited reunion. Jesus Christ, man. 69 days in Kingdom is 3 years for us, man. Like, that's a long-ass time, man. But still. That's the end of 640. Let's get into the next chapter, because you have to think, if we're going to get this thing, then it's going to happen. But after this chapter, it's hiatus time. We still got a bunch of time to go with, so let's get into it, man. It's Volume 59, Chapter 640, a pressing issue. Alright. Hey, let's go. 'Twas a sight like no other. All the trials and hardship these warriors endured for this one moment. Oh, what a glorious, bro. You see all the people right there. And the whole land's fell away for the troops. Let's go. The triumphant return they made. That's their captain, 5,000 man Commander Shin. He's the one who took down Hoken. Wow, he's got all little kids and stuff going towards him, bro. What an inspiration, man. It's the Heishin unit, Bravo Heishin unit, Royal Capital Chin, Kanyu. Hoo-ah for the Heishin unit. If my stomach's rumbling, man, I'm hungry for what's about to come right now, man. Because if it is what I think it is, bro, I've been starving for this for a long, long, long time, man. Bang, bang, bang. 1,000 man Commander Denyu. Solo Suisama. Hey, my boy Solo Sui got the woman though, man, bro. Hey, listen, like, even though I want a little more for you from this arc, bro. Hey, listen, man, that's your reward, bro. Take it, man. You earned it. But still, I can't get this over my head, man. Shin has, like, the kids, bro. He has, like, the kids, like, so, like, you know, all happy and everything for him, man. And, of course, they have the little, their little spears and stuff, too. Oh, man. It's chapter 641, a pressing issue. This is so beautiful, man. Just the whole Heishin unit coming back together and everything. Of course, Hikaru Tender in the front. I don't see Kyokai. She's probably somewhere in the back and stuff. And San, of course, you can see clear as day on Shin's left side and everything. But, oh, man, this is such a beautiful thing, bro. He's the one who took down Hoken. Of course, man. Like God himself. 5,000 man Commander Shin. Fine work bringing down Hoken. And Lieutenant N as well. Good job, all of you. Shin Dono. The cheering keeps going. Haha, yeah. Kario Tendono, I am one of the Shu family, and this is my grandson, Liun. Ah, hello there. May we have your hand in marriage? Hey, no, come on. We already know it belongs to Jin, man. Isn't he still too young? Not him. Not him. Me. I am smitten with you. Oh, man, sick of the head. Man, uses his own grandson as a power move, bro. This is sicko. Thank you to all the ordinary soldiers too, bro. That's disrespectful to say no names, but it is what it is. Hello, ladies. Behave at your service. Even Zhao's 3 grades were no match for me, bro. This man is capping. Well, you know what? He's been here since day one, so we move. Yeah, amazing. A foot soldier took out one of Zhao 3. Bro, this man is insane with the cap. People often say my looks are deceiving. So cool. You see the bullshit going through. I'm honestly impressed at how easily he lies through his huge teeth. Oh my god. I know, right? Yeah, it's Koku. It's so cool. Yo. Look, cute Cole, even though Cole is actually getting some action too, man. Let's go. Kanto, same thing too, even like the twins. Like, Kanto, even we were so popular. Yeah, it's like a dream. Ni-chan. Oh, Jin and Tanma, come on. Is it okay to kiss them? No, you dummy. He's so cute. What's your name? He's Sugen. Bro, Sugen's like probably all the ones like, huh? Where's Shosa-san? I was hoping to give these to him. Oh, man. Because you have to remember, there's people waiting for their loved ones too. It's okay, I'll pass them on to him for you. Thank you. Oh man, even though it's such a tiny thing, but still, he doesn't want to tell her that he had passed, but that news is eventually gonna come after. Ugh. Kyo guy said he wanted flowers too. The heck are you doing, Bihei? I can't move. Cut it out, Kyo guy. Man. Yeah, as you say right there, bro. You won't be meeting with him, sire. This is their moment together. There'll be plenty of time to see Shin later. I'm gonna be emotional wreck. If it happens this chapter, I'm gonna be emotional wreck. Because I can already feel the tears ready to come out. Let's go. Yes, sir. All the soldiers that have returned to Kanyo received payment equal to each of their contributions during the campaign. Thanks for the loot. However, the big award ceremony was still to be held sometime in the future. Oh, so we're not going to get it then. Unless I do a whole little jump in time right now. And so the men were told to disperse for the time being. Finally heading home, huh? I haven't been back since we started training. It's been so long. Happens every time. My village is in shock again. It's in for a shock again. Yeah, I've got loads of souvenirs for them. Come on. I want to see Toby-chan. This man has been pleading for some Toby-chan, bro. Like, this man... Listen, man, go ahead and have your chapter 125 of Tokyo Ghoul, man. You need it. Quit it with those hands, BA-san. Yeah. Captain, is your home? You're home from Johto Village. Oh my god, I might lose it. If he goes back. Oh my god, the scenario is playing in my head for so long of what I think could happen. Oh god. He's like, yeah, but now I live in a place called Furi. Come to think of it, I don't think we've ever seen Shin's house. Yeah, I barely ever go back. I bet it's some gigantic mansion. He's a 5,000 man commander after all. Don't know about that. I just paid Denyu's builder friends and let them do their thing. But I haven't been back in almost a year now. Believe it or not, I think they actually just finished putting the finishing touches on everything. They've been working on it nonstop ever since we set off for Gyu. They went over the budget by a little, but it's one of their finest works yet. Thanks for that, Denyu. I want to see. Who else wants to see Shin's house? Me. And he's like the owner of the house, the only one that's like, it doesn't matter, man. I want to go in the battlefield. He's taking it to what the Dukyu said. The battlefield is my home. So, then do you guys want to come with? Hell yeah, can we? Even us? It's the same home from back then, bro. Come on. If the bad wolf came through and blow the house down, bro, that house is gone, man. Look at them. Oh shit, the hell faces, bro. No, did you guys change it to a different type of wood? It feels like a bit more stylish compared to before. That's pros for ya. What's going on, Kanto? Even smaller and more beat up than mine. It's a shack. It feels like we've seen something we shouldn't have. What the fuck? Shin dropped a fortune on this? Then you guys are running on one hell of a scam. Don't be a dumbass, Captain. It's... Oh, okay. I'm about to say, if you just played your captain for his moolah and spent it to go out in the brothels, bro, I mean, okay, you're doing God's work in your own way, but you don't... Nah, you can do this shit. Okay, but at least we got a true place for this guy. Don't be a dumbass, Captain. It's over there. We don't touch your shack. Oh. Yo. This panel's kind of hurting me a bit because if you look back, the shack being the past of where you live with Kario 10, and this is coming off all this stuff, man, with Piao. And now he has like his own crib, bro. Look, the leap he's made since from back then, man. It's like a little miniature city or like a miniature town he has, bro. Jesus Christ. You see everyone's reactions like, huh? What the? And they're all hanging out, of course, into the building. So it was decided on the spot right there that a celebratory feast will be held at Shin's new residence. Unlike the Heishin unit's previous celebrations, the men were all encouraged to bring along their families as well. That's amazing how they do it. You guys went above and beyond, didn't you? How about you fix my homework too? Sure, but first thing you bring me a general's head. Huh? Whose kid is that? Like, that's Ryusen's. Nice courtyard too. That news guys are amazing. Huh? Bit small, aren't they? That's his fifth one. Of course they're there for sure. Toby Chan has to be there too in BA, bro. He's like, make way for the magnificent Toby Chan. Prostrate yourselves before her brilliance. Bihei-san? Yeah, well, is that the famous Toby Chan, bro? If that's her right there, not the one on like near his shoulder, but the one more right afterwards on the side. If that's her, man. Hey, man, listen, he won. It's like, wow, damn, she's cute. That dog, Bihei. That's the first time Bihei has told the truth. Heck, I thought she didn't actually exist. Oh, Toby and Yuri, long time no see. Oh no, that has to be the one from behind. That has to be the one from behind, at least, yeah. Because it has to be the one from behind. It's like, Shinkun. You used to be so short. Sorry, I shouldn't talk to you like that now. It's fine. Don't be so formal. This one's done, Ryu. Those two are still at it. Also, Karyatan cooking and everything in the back. Roger, damn, how's this kitchen so easy to use? Lieutenant Kyokai, we don't mind you sleep. This girl doesn't care whatsoever, bro. Her bed literally is in the dining room, man. I don't mind you sleeping, but do you have time to do that in the middle of the room? How about eating with everyone else? I knew the captain was awesome, Kanto. Yeah, we gotta work hard too. This place wants you to head over in 3 days' time. Oh, the palace wants you to head over in 3 days' time. Yeah, wow, King's Palace. Could that be finally making you a general? That's gotta be it. Shintoka Gakue, Shogaryu, and even Hoken at the end. Does this mean it's finally happening? And then collecting his tears. Shit is BA-san. What a girl. What a kind girl. She's wasted on BA. Hang on. That doesn't seem right. A promotion should be saved for the awards ceremony. Osen, Kaneki, and Otama haven't come back yet, so the ceremony should still be a while away. So if the palace is calling Shin right over now, then it might actually be a bad thing. A bad thing? I kept my mouth shut, but I've never heard of a slave making their way up to general before. Garo. I've been told that to reach general, you need a certain level of social standing too, which is why every now and then you hear some guy eternally stuck at 5,000 man commander despite having the skills up to go higher. That's true. So Shin's gonna rock on over there, and they're just gonna be like, yeah, you did good work and all there, but still you can't make you a general or some shit. What? Garo, what the hell are you saying? Why are you such a killjoy all the damn time? Piss off. I'm only saying it's because it's possible. Always talking shit when you get drunk, huh? Shin, can I tag along too? Sure, of course you can. Generally the little kids and stuff. Kanyu. You say Shabunku and then of course Sei right there. Bro, the feels back to the first arc, man, when these guys are connected. Sei, words feel ill-suited to describe your feats this time. I guess. Speaking of which, Shin. Huh? There's an issue with Shin becoming a general? It's like, what? What the hell, Sei? You gotta be pulling my leg, right? Yo, he's ready to kill him. He's like, bro, come on. Like, Sei, what? Hey, watch it. Well, technically it's not that big of a deal. Maybe it is fairly important. I would think so. Can you just spill the beans already? It's your name. My name? or rather the lack of one. Before becoming a general, you first must acquire a family name. Li Shin. The first chapter, Kingdom, they gave us the name of what he became, Li Shin. Is it this where we get it? I mean, just imagine in your head, behold, the newly promoted general known as Shin. Plain old Shin. That's it? Is that really a problem? Plain old? Yeah, it is. Hence, I was planning on bestowing upon you a family name, so think of a good one, Shin. Huh? Think of one now? That's right, choose whatever one you like. Is that really okay? This a family name? Huh? Isn't it too sudden? How am I meant to pick one? You know, I'm not good with reading and stuff. Are there like many meanings behind each name? So don't think too hard about it. Just tell me the first one that pops into your head. And how about A? Absolutely not. Are you stupid? Shut up, you geezer. Damn it. So there are ones I can't pick. What makes you think you can pick the king's family name, bro? That's crazy, man. Then you think of one for me, say. I'll go with everyone you come up with. Very well. Nope. I'm getting nothing. He's like thinking like, no, I'm all over. Damn, how the hell am I supposed to become a general then? Relax, Shin. Huh? That just reminded me. I had the same problem with Piao in the past. Seeing as Piao was acting as my body double in service to the royal palace, I also bestowed on him a family name. Oh no. Oh no. That's the connection. Oh no. That's how he. Oh shit. We also had trouble deciding one for him, but in the end. Oh shit. Yo. Flashback. You still haven't decided yet, Cal. We really don't have the time to spare on this. Nah, I'm sorry. I can't think of anything. If only I decided on one with Shin. Pardon me, Your Majesty, but what is that fruit I often see you eating? This? It's a plum. Then I would like to request Ri to be my new family name. He chills out to a plum. Very well, hold on. The character for the Chinese plum is the same as the common name Li, Ri. This is also the same surname for Li Mu Reboku. So there you go. But that's crazy! Off a damn plum? Of course, you know what? It's Piao, bro. Piao would be the one to think of something like that, but still, he got the damn name! Because Piao was the one that. Oh my god. Bro, hold on a second. Hold on a second, bro. Bro. He got his name from chapter 1 because of Piao. Ri, Piao. Seriously? It's like, huh? I see. So Piao actually ended up getting a family name. Is that so? Shin, the two of us will carve our names into history. Karaka, damn. Kakakaka, damn. Right, we will. You get what I mean. Yeah. In that case. And of course, the reactions. Shibuya, of course, and Ikari tell her, like, why? But Sei knows why it means so much to him now. I'll go with the same thing. Ri Shin. It shall be done. And of course, the Chinese name being Li Shin, but then for us, it's Ri Shin. Are you sure about that, Shin? Isn't that too? That's Ri Shin to you. Thus marked the birth of a name whose feats would become legend. A name that would survive for more than 2,000 years after his passing. His deeds to be studied by countless future generations. Oh my god, man. I've always wondered when the hell he was going to get this name. Because going back to chapter 1, you're always wondering, when the hell... Li Shin, where the hell is this going to come from? Now this has so much more symbolism because that was the name. That was the name that was given to Piao, and of course off a damn plum. But if it's gonna happen in some way, it was gonna happen like this. But my god, man, that was beautiful. I mean, the ceremony more than likely is gonna come in June, or at the very least, like shortly after. You'd have to think there's gonna be like another time skip or something. That's tough, man. I was preparing myself this whole time for the damn ceremony, but to get his name. Well played, Hara. Well played. And I love this whole thing too with the world scripture in the text box and everything, man. It marked the birth of a name whose feats would become legend. The birth of a legend. Like, to think I've been with this series for so damn long, and now it's like, you always ask that question, when the hell does he get the name and stuff? Like, you know, you have to think it's gonna be from something. And chapter 1, bro. And you know what? It just put it in my mind even more now, man. Chapter 1 itself is like a top 3 chapter in the series. The more we go further on with the journey itself, it's literally a top 1. It's a top 3 chapter. I would love to call it top 1, but I feel like it could easily be surpassed when Shin becomes a great general of the heavens, because that will be the best chapter in Kingdom, and nothing could top it after that. But chapter 1 is definitely top 3, man. Because now it's like, when you go back and you look at the callbacks and everything, you know, where it's been built up since that very first instance we've seen him and Piao and everything built up from the journey, man, to get this. So beautiful, man. And just like that, that's how the Western Zhao Invasion arc ends. It's been 3 years. Late 2016 really is when this arc started. I think it was back in chapter 496. I started covering it at chapter 504. And 148 chapters later, we're finally done with the arc. Amazing, man. I know this arc has so many highs and lows and everything with it, but some of these highs are going to be strong enough. And, you know, I was always contemplating, is this a top 5 arc? Because obviously there's been so many highs and everything, but there's been so many low points we've had to deal with and everything throughout the... Like, I feel like if you binge this arc, you'll probably have this way higher up than most people would. But I think this at least is like at least a 5. It would be a top 5 arc at least. I would have to think it's got to be a top 5 arc at the very least. If I go back and rereading it from the beginning of the arc until now, it's got to at the very least be a top 5 arc, man, just because of everything it built up. Like Hulken's demise finally happened, you know, and then now Shin getting his name, like 2 super massive important moments in the story have to at least garner that, man. But we're gonna have to wait a whole month now to, you know, if we get the ceremony or with the resolution from Zhao and everything, all that, we'll have to wait and see. But if you stuck around for this long, man, thank you for watching. And just reading along with me if you decided to read it side by side and stuff, because I know how much this series means to me on a weekly basis, and for a lot of you guys, I know how much it means to you. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. This is a 20 out of 10. At least 648 is a 20 out of 10. Like, there's not even a question on that. The birth of a legend known as Rishin. But yeah, I need to calm down and just collect my thoughts and just, you know, process it all. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Kingdom, when we return back in June. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shandora, so that everything goes on the channel. I'm going to see what's going to happen between now and June. If on the off chance that One Piece does go on break at some point in May, that Friday I want to try and do the first ever coalition and gather some of the Kingdom content creators together just to discuss about this arc, because I did say I wanted to host at the very least once it was all done, and once I go back and look over everything, I want to host it, man. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know down in the comments. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on June 4th, or probably a little bit earlier. June 4th is a Thursday, then we'll be here, of course, regardless for it, man. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Hara has in store for us beyond this arc. What is to come, the ceremony, hopefully, to making Shin a General Rishin. Which should be probably one of the most emotional moments in the entire story. This right here is super emotional in general, but I can't wait till we come back. So until next time, I'll see you guys in about a month's time. You guys enjoy yourselves. Kingdom awesome sauce, man. Commodore last signing off. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy.